Hey, how's it going? Happy Sunday, guys. So we are on day one, 24 hours of not weighing myself. And as a person who tracks how well I'm doing normally using a scale, I am going a little bonkers. You're following Christy. This is my journey on how to stay track with different routines, including eating and exercising, just different hygiene and stuff like that. But right now, we are testing and sampling the food regulation bracelet. This thing is so much fun. It's got 21 beads that go all the way around. It's got a central bead marking the halfway point, and it's got a clip that moves. It comes off, and it can go along and count the spot that I'm in and kind of hold it like an abacus so that I count how many fullness points I've reached through the day. So, excuse me, imagine you eat to like a 5 out of a 10, that counts as 5 points, And so I gave myself 3 5 out of a 10 meals and 2 3 out of a 10 snacks for a day, turn that into points, and then I can use them as I like. So 24 hours without a scale. Oh my goodness, this is actually hard, but I'm feeling thin. I think I did my stuff right. I was eating pretty good. I only had 1 ice cream sandwich yesterday. That's an accomplishment for me. I even made some really nice, ricotta not filled, but, I mixed it in with the batch meatballs and sauce, and I had that with some sourdough bread last night. So like I'm eating nice, and I feel like I'm still losing good weight. I felt a little bit hungry this morning. I feel like definitely like not very bloated or anything. And so I feel like I'm actually still doing good. I am keeping my macros, in order. The ricotta was low fat, I put in a cottage cheese low fat to kind of like mix it up together and try to make it even more, macro friendly. The beef was like 96% lean, so it was very lean beef. I wanted to mention too that I've been doing different things to like work on muscle pain and inflammatory issues, just because I am a chronic pain sufferer as well. So one of the things that I've been doing is I will take a shower and I start it with absolutely cold water, no hot water turned on at all, and I just sit there and tell myself that I'm in like a refreshing waterfall for like until I kind of get used to it or can't stand it anymore. It's one of the two. And then I turn up the water as hot as I possibly can without, burning myself or harming myself. And then I turn it down to a medium and, take my quick shower. And then on the way out, I turn it back all the way to cold and I stay under there until I completely cool back off. And, again, refreshing waterfall the whole time. It is summer, so that's a little easier to do, but that's one thing that helps with inflammation. Another thing that helps with appetite control and inflammation is hot tea. So I've been drinking a lot of, non-caffeinated hot tea, so it doesn't like overstimulate my stomach or cause any problems. But I do, like 3 times a week, I'm still having like a ginger powder, that Trader Joe's ginger powder. I put it in broths. I'll put it in a tea with some turmeric and a little black pepper with some stevia and make these really great teas. Or I'll just add ginger and lemon and like some manuka honey, because I definitely still have honey in things, and it would just take a beat if I added something that was going to add a bunch of calories like honey. But yeah, so that's how I've been kind of staying under the board and everything. So it's not just the bracelet, as I keep saying, this is just a good way to help kind of track how you're eating throughout the day as far as volume. And then it's sort of your job to fill those volume spaces with like healthy food that you need, knowing that you only have so many beads to eat during the day. So you don't want to go to bed craving protein, you better eat your protein, If you don't want to go to bed craving volume, you might have wanted to grab something, that added volume in your deal today. And obviously if you eat just a bunch of really high fat, high dense foods in order to fill up every single one of those volumes, you might even gain weight. You know what I mean? This isn't actually going to like guarantee if you only fill these fill points, they're going to make you lose weight. It's just a help to track while you try to maintain your calories, while you maintain your macros. And this just helps you not accidentally over snack even when you're maintaining calories and macros, which is something I do all the time as a person who just like, I don't have like a diagnosed binge eating disorder, but I was like 240 pounds at my heaviest. And I've eaten through like entire pints of ice cream all day long. At the time, I was eating like 4 cheese crisps every single day in addition to breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I calculated it out. I was eating like it was a ridiculous amount of fat in cheese every single day. I think it was like 120 grams of fat per day in cheese on average that I was eating, like in addition to other calories. It's very, very, very difficult for me to keep snacks around the house and not just like eat through the whole. So I have like a whole Costco size box of ice cream sandwiches, and they've been here for like a week, which doesn't normally happen with me. I normally I'll just eat them. Maybe 3 days later they'll be gone. And my kids can testify to this too. Like I'll come home and I'll bring like big boxes of snacks home, and then like who's eating through the entire box? It's me. Like, you know, so anyway, not technically diagnosed, but I do have like a ferocious appetite for things that I shouldn't eat, and calories and fat that I don't need, and I eat when I'm not hungry. But I honestly blame the ADHD for that, just because we eat when we're stimming. It's like different reasons for dopamine chasing and stuff like that. So it's something in that kind of range. And I also do struggle with it. We are still in the testing phases. So we are actually moving on to talking to psychologists. We're working on finding people who will, you know, respectfully try it out for themselves and see if it works for them, while, you know, maintaining that if they start to feel that it's not working in some kind of damaging way, they would immediately discontinue use, and we would you know, either put more safety warnings on it, because it does seem to help me, but also we would want to make sure that it's not being inappropriately used. So we're moving forward with all of that, which is kind of fun. And so that's just the logistics of it all. That's my update, and I hope you guys are having a great day, and remember to be nice to yourselves.